ready?
Go ahead.
I think the thing about today that impressed me the most was that our guys did not take anything for granted. We knew that this Mercer team was going to come out and fight. That's the kind of program that they have developed up there. They're battlers. They're winners. And for them to lose 3 games to us when they came in here 8-1 is a very good accomplishment for our baseball team. And at this point in the season, I must say I'm very happy with the direction that we're heading in, but we also know that we play a very good University of North Florida team on Wednesday, and then we turn around and start conference. So nothing's easy in this game. I don't care who you're playing, but it gets tougher for us.
Coach, another game, no errors. How pleased have you been with your defense through the first 2 games?
Tell you what, it was a well-pitched game, and we made the plays behind, and Mendo made a big-time play to end an inning. And just the little things that we as coaches are seeing is that we're doing the little things, whether it's hitting a cutoff man or doing a good job on the bases. We can think about that play where one of our guys, and I know who it was, I just won't mention his name, was doubled off of first base. That's a tough play. You take 2 steps and you're in trouble. And it was right at the guy, and he released the ball quickly and threw a bullet over there. And the only thing I could say is, I've been there. That's a tough situation. Just remember, the ball leaves the bat in the air, you take a couple steps and do what you can to run in the same view that the first baseman's got to the ball.
Coach, you talked about a well-pitched game. 12 strikeouts for your pitchers, and if I'm not mistaken, 7 or 8 of those were caught looking. What can you say about the pitching staff and their ability to mix up pitches?
They're getting more poise. They're gaining more experience with each opportunity to pitch, and you can see that their performance is improving, and it's through a lot of hard work in the bullpen that Clyde is putting our pitchers through. They located very well today. That's why they got a lot of call third strikes.
How did Shane do overall handling that start?
I would have to rate him a C today. I wish I could go more, but I mean, if you look at what he did, it certainly maybe deserves a C+, but he ran out of gas at 58 pitches, and that can't be the case when you're trying to get 5 innings out of your starter, and he runs out of gas at 58 pitches. And of course, the 3 walks, it's not something that he can do and keep himself on an upward tick. He's got to get more effective in that area. But overall, let's face it, I was okay with him. There's just still a lot of room for improvement in many areas of his performance.
How will you handle Sunday going forward as far as starting pitcher?
I would say that next Sunday you'll see Shane Drohan. In fact, you will.
11 through 10 games. What do you think the strength of your team is? Is it the bullpen?
You know, it's so funny. I'm trying to remember who sent me a text. It was BP. Sent me a text the middle of last week and asked that question. And it was hard for me to answer, but as I said to him, you know how we stress pitching and defense, so I'm going to answer it that way. Our pitching and defense has been very, very good, and we know we must continue to improve in that area. We can't give clubs extra outs. We've gone through this too many times in the past, and we're playing pretty darn good defensively, and we're pitching pretty doggone good. To say we're not hitting very well, the numbers don't say that, and I'm certainly not saying it. I'm just answering your question as what is the best, and I'm giving you two answers.
On the offensive side of the ball, obviously, as you said, the numbers show that the hitting is really good. Are you at all concerned, though, considering that all 5 runs today were off the long ball? Are you concerned about maybe dependency on the long ball?
No, we would never be a program that depends on the long ball. We just have guys in the lineup at the present time that are capable of hitting the ball out of the ballpark, and they're taking advantage of mistakes. Many times you get your pitch and you foul it off. These guys are taking full advantage of a bad pitch.
Good to see Drew have a start like this. Mendoza.
He's getting ready to say, call him Mendo.
Yeah, my fault. There's a ton of Drews everywhere.
Too many Drew, that's right. As a captain, he's doing what a Florida State captain should do, and that's show great leadership. For me to say he should have, what's that, 5 he's got already this year? There's no way. I mean, every other game a home run, that's pretty doggone impressive. If they did that on a major league level, let's see, they hit 81. So I don't think we should be expecting this to continue. We just expect him to do what he's done very well thus far, and that's have quality at-bats.
Your starter on Wednesday will be Velez.
Yes, Velez will go Wednesday. And then, as I mentioned previously, same rotation next weekend.
What can you say about JC going out pitching that last inning after having 4 strikeouts today? Still keeping himself mentally in the game.
Well, he really did do exactly what you said, and that's hard to do because he's such a competitor. He struggled offensively. Now he's going out there, and he showed maturity, discipline, poise, because he wanted to take that thing, I'm sure, and just see how hard he could throw it. But he's growing up. He pitched. He didn't throw. He was irritated that he went zip 4, but it's called life. He went out and certainly did his job on the mound. I'm not used to finding him as high up in the lineup. I started at the bottom, was wondering if you left somebody out. Yeah, an 0 for 5 for him, or any of us, is enough to discourage you. But he knows he can't be anything but a Seminole. Get over it. He went out there and did a great job.
He's only 10 games into his career. I'm not trying to put huge expectations on the kid, but Elijah, his tools, there aren't a lot of maybe that have come through this program with those, and this is a great program that have had those kind of tools, combination speed and just the raw power.
I'll just say that he's doing some things that I haven't seen. That's all I can say. Both ways. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
He's a beautiful young man. He loves to play. He works hard. He doesn't take anything for granted. He's a guy that really enjoys playing baseball for Florida State, and we certainly enjoy having him in the Seminole uniform.
Coach Cooper had 3rd home run, 3 straight games. Just how much more playing time has he earned himself this weekend with the hot hitting that he had?
Yes, a very good question, Wayne, because I sat there today when I got to 6 in the lineup, and I said, dang, I want to play this certain kid. Then I kept thinking, I said, how do you sit a guy that's done what Swanee has done? I mean, Baldor needs to play first base and see if we can get him going. So we DH'd him, and look what happened. And I would think there's a very good chance he's going to be in the lineup for see how he handles failure. He was a freshman last year. We all remember. He didn't handle failure very well. Y'all heard the news about right field. You heard that? You already released that? Okay. And we're very optimistic that we'll get Reese back in the next couple of weeks. So we were very, very blessed, very fortunate to not lose him longer than that period of time. And it's killing him to not be able to play.
Anything else for Coach?